Hi, I'm Renata and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I have a shadow, so I'm gonna go fix that. So for this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about anxiety. Although I've never been formally diagnosed with anxiety, I do present a lot of the symptoms. So some symptoms of anxiety are anxious, racing thoughts, rapid heartbeat, restless, or inability to sleep, racing future thoughts, and inability to concentrate. So maybe you have some of those symptoms, maybe not, but I am not a doctor, so if you do feel a little bit concerned that you might be an anxious person, go see your family physician, go see your local doctor, because they will be able to test you and make sure that they treat you with the right things. So I'm talking more of a behavioral aspect. So to combat anxiety and actually take control of your life again, you do need to have a tremendous amount of self-awareness. But luckily, self-awareness is something that the more you do it, the more it becomes second nature. So if you start paying more attention to your behavior, then you start actually thinking about what all of those things mean. Why are you acting certain ways? So it's better if you do have more self-awareness to detect right when anxiety strikes. So because my brain is always going, I have ideas upon ideas upon ideas, it's really hard for me to turn my brain off. So I end up being really exhausted all the time. And often it's not just mentally exhausted, it's actually physical. So what I do is I might go for a walk to try to get my brain to think about something else. I do like going to the gym. I think that's a great thing to get your mind a little bit off the world and life and just focus on what you're doing at that moment. Another few things that I do, because what happens is I get a tightness in my neck and I end up having migraines due to that. So I just try to stretch. I do, like some of this stuff, maybe get a massage or something like that, just to help relieve some of the tension that can build up around my neck. I think having anxiety definitely is hard when you're trying to be patient. Learning how to count your breaths, learning how to just be still and be in the moment and be present, that definitely helps a lot. Another symptom that I have really bad is that I'm a naturally very disciplined person. I have goals and I make lists and I'm super disciplined. But when I notice that anxiety is peaking is when I feel overwhelmed. Like I feel like there's so much going on. Think of, I don't know, a lot of strings mixed together and you're trying to find the ends and try to undo them. So that's how my brain feels when I'm overwhelmed. And it's so frustrating because I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. I pick something up, something else catches my attention. So that for me is incredibly hard to deal with. So what do? I try to make a schedule. I try to stick to my schedule as best as possible, because if I have that schedule, I know what my goals are for the day, for the week, for the month. But then I also know step by step what are my smaller to-do tasks that I have to complete in order to be able to cross off one of those goals. And I try to minimize distraction as best as possible. My room is very quiet. I don't have a TV. I actually haven't had a TV since like high school in my room, because I just want to be able to have that space as a creative space. This space is a creative space. It's a place where I don't want to have a negative energy in here. I just want really positive. It's a really bright bedroom, so I really like it. It's where I can create and where my ideas flow just naturally. So I do try to put sticky notes sometimes when I need daily reminders of just stay on track and one day at a time, and not focus too much on everything else that's going on. So basically, those are the symptoms that I have that are very anxious-like symptoms. But also, what do I do to combat them and take control of my life? So I try to listen to my thoughts as much as possible. I try to understand my emotions. How am I feeling that day? I like writing a lot to help me kind of understand what those emotions are and where they're coming from. And then I focus on paying attention to my actions. Are my actions actually being helpful? You know, are they helping me to stay on top of things, stay healthy, or are those actions, you know, overeating or doing something that is going to impact me negatively? So it's really important that you focus on that, because you don't want to be doing more things that are going to worsen your anxiety, especially now that we're going through such crazy times and we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. That can cause a lot of anxiety. So I think it's really important that we pay attention to our thoughts, our actions, and our emotions to be in charge and to stay grounded through this time. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click to subscribe and ring the bell so you get the notifications when there is a new video. I am at home and working from home and YouTubing more because I'm home. So I don't have the commute time, etc. So for me, it's a little bit better to be in my own creative world and actually dedicate a little more time to YouTube. So it's been exciting. Yeah, have a good day, a good week. See you on the next one. Bye.